Okay, so if we have different users, just break them down for you. We have employee as a user, have logistic. We also have finance. We have programmer, director. We shall also have HR. Just recording. Yeah, something. Area manager is a program. Okay, so we shall have employee, logistic, finance, programmer, and director. Okay, now here, if the employee logs in, um, you'll find out that employee just gets to know something of this sort. We only manage the financial activities, whereby here, that's it. So when he comes in here, we find a table like this, where you can add in a product, for example, pens, yes, pens, maybe three, maybe it's going to be for 500-ish, and then the type maybe is red. You can also add more, maybe books as well, maybe let me say 40 or 30, whatever, is at maybe 1,300-ish, you get? And I also made it whereby you can also have decimal, maybe on that, sorry, 300 that, and it may be this. So still takes up the two decimals, no matter how you give them up. So if you go back here, you select the bank. So definitely there's a bank within the system. As the employee is trying to do this to send to logistic, and then he selects up here where this is coming from. Get, so this is it. And when he clicks on here, goes on to provide. So this is the name of the person already selected, and then the date in which this thing was taken up. So you can click that, select that. Very simple system. And when it generates that, which will have the levels of these are called levels of authentication levels, like approval levels. Get, whereby in simple term, the system now attempts to authenticate that. Now, when you go back, log out, I log in as a logistic. I provide that. Now, logistic when logs in, you'll find that purchase and so on. You click there, you'll see this is what we have just made and it's not yet approved, as you can see. So when you try to compute this, I click on here. Now this is finance approving. You get, that's finance, as you can see, finance. Sorry. Yes, it's going to be approving up the stuff in this the system. Logistic, finance. Okay. Finance. Finance logs into the system. Sorry for that. Goes to this and has the chance to approve this. So he clicks there to approve that. So this is that layer, and he's approving the first layer, and then he also approves the layer for finance, which is this one here. Okay, so those are two layers. Remember, when employee goes in, can approve logistic, can approve uh, after employee apply adding up a product, so adding up the purchase request tends to go to logistic. The logistic sends up to finance. The finance sends to programmer. So let's go there, because I've read when I log in as a finance, I happen to approve for logistic and also approve uh, for finance. So if you take it back to logistic where I've been, you realize that for sure they happen to approve. They have approved that is part. Okay, so let me take it out to programmer. So the programmer definitely also approves up that layer. case here is to approve. So if you check here, this is it. So when you click there, so this is a layer journey. Definitely also approves up that layer, as you can see. So the last person now in organization is the director. So the director also when it comes up, so there's still something when it goes back, it shows you which levels you have completed. And as you can see, so meaning if I log in now as a director to the system, the director, his work is just to verify and confirm, as you may see. So when he goes back to the system, goes there, you'll find that he's the last guy around, and when he clicks there, it's approved. So definitely that's it. That's a part for the how the purchase request works. Purchase order is much more related to this, where you add up a product, you also put up values and the price as well. It can as be or as you wish. You know, the same thing around, and then you add up the things up. Then we also have the part for the goods received. So this is much more computing what comes and you know. For example, this is the quantity of the product that we have received ordered, but they gave us that. So definitely calculate for the difference here. You can give the type, you can give the amount if that's it. Anything you give here, I made it where it completes automatically. Meaning when you click here also to generate up this, whatever you're giving, if that's it, and then it's saying this is the goods. As you can see, it's reducing up automatically on this one what we have. And when you shake here, maybe red, whatever, and you come in here, you give whatever you're giving there. As you can see, it computes down for us. The same thing what we have in here, if you do that stuff like from there, and you give that there, then that's it. So definitely, you, um, sorry. Okay. So if you're giving anything, you're giving in here, maybe white, whatever, I don't know. And you give there, so definitely computes up. And when you come in here, you select up the purchase, so the people already have the other part, they can print it out so they know if that's with the order. And then here, received by, um, received by. So here, definitely they give the name of the person who received up the product, because can be the logistic and so on. So you click in there, you compute up. So this definitely takes us to this, as you may see in the system. Get, and when they click there, they have their own products there, and which they can as well print it out. So this definitely pushes up to the new thing, which is called the takes us to something called the payment request. So the payment request, I made it whereby it has also got authentication layers. For example, when I come in here, add my product, maybe that's it, then maybe that's it, depending on what you guys have. Maybe that's it, or maybe it is this one. So they already know what's on ground, and then you give some kind of. So here you can say either by cash, or if it's check, you definitely select check. So that's it. I'm taking cash for simplicity, making it easy for presentation. Maybe by that, let me just say by OSP web hosting. I don't know anything. Maybe I don't know. Anything can work out for us there. The date to compute it up this, maybe it is that date, whatever. So when you submit there and comply with that, you realize that definitely have two layers, and by default, payment approval is pending. So the main people who handles up this is the programmer and logistics. So this is just like a preview settings that I'm giving to you. It's not in production, so I'm just trying to show, make it easy for you out there. So remember, I'm the director who have created up this. So in a simple term, if I approve this, I have all the access to all layers. I can make the requisition, I can make the stuff and approve them, and I think you can see is the director man. And by the time it does that, event also reduces in the bank automatically. Yes, so this was the sum of money that we had there that was deducted from the bank. And when you shake from here, you realize that when you go to withdraw history, we should find that part of the money in here computed. And the system has also done this for us, depending on what we have initially. So that's it for now. So if you check back on the other hand, and maybe you go here, you can definitely print out. Okay, let me just now take you through the step here. If you go back here now, you cannot just approve. So if you approve now, after if this person approves programmer, if that amount of money is to approve is less than the amount of money a programmer is to approve under his level, then it proves. So if this director approves again, there's nothing like money being reduced. So there's nothing like that reduces in the system. It's just completing his part. So does not change the money because the layers of approval of the finance has been complied by the programmer. Meaning if the amount of money program is to approve, maybe it was the maximum is 5 million, you get, and then the amount of money being requested is maybe 4 million and 99, whatever, as you can see. That's if let me just make it this way to make simple things out. If it is that and that, if that's it, we definitely will be in short position as long as less than 500, 5 million, sorry, we'll be in position to approve. So that's why you never option to change anything. And does also change the fact automatically the layers of approvals gets completed. So we also have the part for the assets, where under our assets which will have different or we have different things around the new, the commodity, this is called asset condition, whether it's new, used, or in repair, the asset value, the project code, asset percentage, like at what percentage is it depreciating, and so on. Okay, so the same thing the way I made others, this is also part for donors. That definitely tends to handle the different donors that we have in the organization and so on. We also have the part for the rules. This way I have the user roles and so on. I don't want to waste much time there. So that's it. In case you have anything to say, this way you can even add the money and also select the donor. Okay, so I also have the part for the reports where I have several reports within the system. I get this way, I have the reports, we have several reports, the spot for users, and so on. You get so also this down where you compute up different things. So that's how the system works. In case you have anything to ask or to say, thank you.